We are going live at 5. What's up, Ed?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. You gotta, what's blocking your screen? Or is that like an effect?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
Ed, you gotta get one of these.
No, it's not that. I have a little camera cover. There it is.
That's what I was wondering. All right, look, I just hit live. Listen, if you're hopping on, this is the most impromptu spur of the moment. I'm wiping off my screen. Ed is popping on. He's working on some things before we go live. And I wanted to hop on here. Yo, I have been trying to record a video for 2 weeks now. And it's really two different videos I'm trying to do. One is just the general what's new in the platform and a walkthrough. And the first one was like 25 plus minutes. I tried to do another one this week that was supposed to be shorter in chunks, and it was going to be how to get started. And that video was still like 20 minutes long. So that one was way too long. And then I wanted to do another one, just walking through how to do a psych eval from start to finish. And that one was still too long. So like, hey, let me try this. And I'm going to share this because we're doing this in real time. I'm going to post this into the School Psych AI Facebook group so that we can get some more folks on. So impromptu live. Join now. All right, and then impromptu. Did I spell that right? Boom. And there we go. So we'll see who joins. If it's me and Ed, that's fine. But also, what's going to be good about this, you'll be able to pop on and watch this recording, which will still be good as well. And then I'm also just going to go ahead and just add everyone here. And everyone, join us. We are live. Join us. We are live and doing a walkthrough of the platform and how to do a psych eval from start to finish. And we'll see how that goes. So we'll give a few minutes. We'll see who joins. If not, I'll just run through this. In the meantime, Ed, how you doing, man?
I mean, it's Friday. I'm happy it's Friday.
All right.
I think we made it. Who made it this far?
Yes. And we got some updates on the way.
Always. Every Friday.
Can you break that down for those who don't know? And I don't know if we've publicly said this yet, but we're gonna be providing updates in a cadence and a rhythm. So do you want to talk about that?
We'll release new features every Friday, but we don't announce them until Monday. And so the users that are using the platform Friday, effectively Friday through Monday before the email goes out, to get to explore and learn and poke and tell me what I'm doing wrong. And then we give them documentation and everything else that follows.
Cool.
Try to make it more predictable and easier to kind of digest.
Absolutely. I was watching, and I try to watch a bunch of different things from education to technology and everything in between. I was watching DJ Academics. You know who that is?
Of course I do.
And there's something there about live and streaming. Like Casanat is a big deal. Like, man, there's a lot to be said about just turning your camera on and talking. And so that's a skill, Ed, I'm working on, man.
I don't think that's a skill I've ever thought I need to work on, but and we're all learning new things here today.
Yes, we are all learning new things. If you're joining in, please say what's up to us in the chat so we know we're not just talking to ourselves here. Let us know where
we're not talking to ourselves.
We'll be fine with that too. But if you're here, let us know where you're joining from. and if there's anything that you would like to see. In the meantime, we are going to jump in. If you don't know, I'm Byron McClure, CEO of School Psych AI, and this is Ed.
I'm the CTO of School Psych AI.
Yes.
It's yin and yang.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ed he saw the transcript of a call with, I have an identical twin. If you don't know, I have an identical twin. And he saw just a glimpse of the transcript. And you talk about yin and yang. And I think that's why Ed and our dynamic works. Because my twin is so similar to Ed. My twin is straightforward, business. Hey, yes. No.
Sounds like it would be a very quiet room. We would be very short. Like, this is done in 5 minutes. Thanks. We got it done.
A lot of work would get done, and a lot of brain power would be in that room. But okay. And Ed has a fun side as well. Don't let him fool you.
Yes, it's not when trying to squash bugs and release new features.
Yes. Okay. So, Byron, this is Ed, and what we want to do is walk you through just some quick updates in the platform, School Psych AI's platform, and then I'm gonna just go and see how we might create a full psychological evaluation from start to finish. We might show you some cool new features along the way. We might get the bug smash in real time. Either way, we invite you on this journey to come along with us. Ed, you ready?
Always.
All right, let's jump in. So I am going to pull up our School Psych AI platform. Here it is in all its splendor and new updates and magic. Okay. Now, I am going to roll through on the left side. I have two monitors on my monitor on my left. I have just some prompts. We'll share these prompts in the description of this video, post editing. And then that way you'll be able to follow along and take these prompts, use them, and then create your own evaluation as well. As we get started with this, it's important to note that we are a FERPA compliant platform, not because I say so, but because we've been independently evaluated. And so as we go through, just know that we are adhering to the highest federal standards as it pertains to protecting student data and privacy. All right, so now what I am going to do, I am going to just walk through this template. And as I go through, I'll explain what I am doing. In this left panel, what you can see is where we're going to chat with Sophia, our conversational chat bot. I can name this thread, and we're going to call this Friday Test Eval. And now that's saved. If I ever want to go find my old chat, I'll just go to my chat history and scroll through. I can search for my threads here. If I want to start a new thread, I just click new thread there. Now, if I want to expand this to give a little bit more or less real estate, I just expand. If I want even more, I just pull it all the way to the right and it pops out. And we call this our focus mode. Okay. And then you can continue chatting in here. If you want to minimize, go ahead, minimize that. If you need more real estate as you're typing, click that expand. Want to drop that down, click that drop down as well. Let's go ahead and leave this expanded so that I can kind of talk you through the prompt that we have. In this prompt, I am going to go ahead and just create a template. That's the first thing that I want to do. Now, I am going to clean this up just a little bit, but essentially in this prompt, I am telling Sophia to create a comprehensive psychological evaluation template. I'm telling it all the sections that I want. I'm telling it the tone and language that I want. And I'm telling it to format the template with clear headings and use placeholders. That's important because we're going to come back and then we're going to add in data into those placeholders.
It's a good prompt, Byron.
What's up?
That's a good prompt.
Man, thank you, Ed. I think it's pretty good. I then go on to add in for this template is going to be for this student. And the sample that I'm going to provide you is going to have brackets where you can go in and just add in all that information for your particular student. I tell it the pronouns that I want to use. And then I just say, hey, remember, this is a template. Sometimes we have to give Sophia some reminders. Sophia, you are that girl. Like you are an expert. You're the best at this. You got to hype her up from time to time. And then I told her use those placeholders. I tell Sophia the only section that should be filled out is the student information section. The other sections can use Aiden's, a fictional student, her name, and then placeholder text to make it easy to fill in later. This is a pretty complex prompt. And so on our end, we're doing some pretty cool magic that Ed is in charge of and works and spends all his time on. And then it's going to return the beginning stages of a template for us. Now, we see I'm going to close this down so we can get some more real estate. I'm going to scroll, psychological evaluation, student information, reason for referral. I see it's giving us the brackets, it's starting to do exactly what we want. Hypothetical assessment measures, very cool background information from the prompt that we gave it. We're just getting started. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm scrolling, right? I want to get to the bottom of this prompt. I'm eyeballing this. It's looking good so far. Okay. Because I created this prompt, I know it's giving me mostly everything that I wanted in here. All right. Here's a really cool feature that we have. Once you get an output from Sophia, we now have the ability to create documents. And then you'll be able to edit. This is our studio writer. You'll be able to edit that document. So in the bottom right-hand corner of that return output, you're going to go ahead and click create document. That's going to run just for, a second or two. And it's going to create that document for you. I'm going to drag this back over to give me a little bit more real estate. And now look at that. A psychological evaluation. Here's one of the cool parts about it. I can come in, we'll call this a comprehensive strength-based psychological evaluation. I have a full suite of editor tools. Shout out to Ed. I'm going to center that. If you want the lines, keep them. If you don't, you can delete them. Then it gives us the student information, all of this section right here, just like we asked. Guess where Aiden attends school? The Sophia Academy for Tech and Science. All right, that's a pretty cool school. I think Ed might be the principal of that school. All right, okay. Now you see, in a very short time, we've built out a really nice template. But let's take it to the next level. What if I really, really like this template and I want to save it? We got you covered. You can come to the three dots up here, more options. You click that and then click save as template. We're going to create a new template. We're going to call this live at 5 template. And then we're going to create that as a template. So now in the future, I can come back to this template and use it in the future as I like. Very cool. All right, let's keep building, y'all. Now what we're going to do, you see we have this reason for referral section. What I'm going to do, I'm going to expand this box. I'm going to paste in the next prompt. Again, check out post edit. You'll be able to pull this prompt guide from the description, and then you'll be able to see all of these prompts. And this one is a reason for referral section. I'm going to hit submit while I'm talking. In this prompt, all you do is input your information for that reason for referral. You see, I just have some bullet points, some bullet bulleted information about this student named Aiden. So then what I'm gonna do, and I think this is a new feature, Ed, I don't know if this is in staging, but the point, right? Where I can highlight that, and now I want to add directly into that section. And so I think if we push this live, I think it did it. It replaced that entire section. Come on now. And just like that, when you do cool things, Leslie pops up. What's up, Leslie? Say hey to the people real quick.
Hey, everybody.
I love it. I love it.
Leslie, you're
All
always
right.
so much more personal than me. It's amazing.
That's what I got going for me, Ed. Don't let me touch the tech.
Look, Leslie, don't jinx it. Things have been working smooth. Leslie be like, hey, I think I broke this thing. It's not working. It's been going smooth so far, Leslie.
I don't know why you invite me just to break things, I guess.
It's been going good so far. Okay. So now, Leslie, we're building a psych eval. For those who are joining in real time, we're building a psych eval in real time. Go ahead, drop in the chat where you're joining us from. If you have any questions for us as we go along, let's just have a conversation. Okay. So we have this reason for referral. You can see I'm editing as I go, which is a super cool part about the Studio Writer and having AI built directly in. You can keep editing however you like. All right, this is looking good so far, y'all. Look, we're building our psych eval in real time. All right, this is looking good so far. Okay, the next section, we have assessment measures. I think we're good there. The next section is going to be this background information section. Okay, so depending on when you're joining, I've shared that we have a prompt that's going to be in the description. All you're going to do is take that prompt. Right now, I'm pulling the prompt for the background history section. I'm pasting it inside of our chat box, and let's expand so we can get more space. And I'm going to wordsmith this just a little bit more. And I'm going to say, your task is to create a comprehensive narrative section for this background history and use the below context. And then let that run. All right, so we'll give Sophia a few seconds to run there. Any questions or anything so far? Leslie, Ed, anything you all want to add?
I just want to shout out Ed because I love the new workflow.
Yes, Ed has been working a tremendous amount on this. All right, and let's see what we got here. That's funny, Leslie. All right, okay, I'm gonna boom, 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 close that down a bit. Then I'm gonna scroll, and just like that. And if you saw in the prompt, I told Sophia I want a detailed narrative paragraph format. So no bullet points. I don't want bullet points. Maybe later, not right now. And it broke down all of those sections that we have. And look at that. It gives us this strength-based considerations too. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that just like we did before. We're going to add to that document. And now we have that developmental history section. Just delete some of those because we don't need that. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As always, as I always say, go through, read, double check everything that you're seeing in there. Okay. Just because Sophia gives it to you doesn't mean that's what you need. All right. So always go back. I say Sophia could get you a good 75% of the way there. And then it's going to be up to you and your clinical judgment and expertise to bring it the rest of the 25% of the way home. Okay, next section. We're going to the behavioral observation section. I'm going to expand that. I'm going to paste in the behavioral observations, and this is our supercharged behavioral observation prompt. In this prompt, I mean, it's lengthy, y'all. Like this one is really, really lengthy. But once again, I make it. So me and my team, we made this. So all you have to do, here are my detailed observation notes. Literally, take the prompt, input your behavioral observation notes right there. What some people are doing, they'll take this prompt, they'll go into the classroom, they'll type the behavior observation notes. It does not have to be perfect, bullet points, choppy, the grammatical errors, all of the above, put it in here, and then we provide the magic for you. So then all you have to do is literally hit enter and submit, and just like that. Look at that. Come on. A beautiful behavioral observation section. It goes through attention, self-regulation, task engagement and response to task demands. It breaks it down by sections that you have. I mean, it's super, super detailed. But then you might not want it this super detailed. And guess what? That's okay. We have some other buttons over here. If you click that, oops, not the copy button, sorry. If you click the magic button, you'll be able to simplify, do some different things here, or you could just use natural language, right? That's how you're talking to tell Sophia, hey, this is too lengthy. Summarize, paraphrase, shorten it, translate, whatever you want. This is what I like. I like to be detailed. So then we're going to just click add to document. And just like that, we have our behavioral observation section here as well. That is really, really lengthy. Okay. I'm going to show y'all maybe later, maybe next week. We have a really cool feature that I cannot wait to release, but stay tuned for that. I'll pause here. Ed, Leslie, anything you all want to add?
I can add. I think, where is it? You know, something interesting that I think could occur here, right? If you find that like the current output is too lengthy, you can just pull up a tool and then click use last response, right? And like cut it down in that flow as well.
Yes.
It'd be pretty interesting to see.
Yes. So Ed, you're saying go to tool, pick a response, then say, hey, cut this down, right? You could also, just tell Sophia, hey, that response is too long. So I want to jump to our staging site to show people the highlight and edit, because that's going to allow you to do.
You can do that. That's fine. That's isolated. I'm not working on that right now.
All right. Hey, Ed said we could do it, so we'll do this just as a quick example. Well, let's stay focused. Let's keep working through this psych eval. We'll see how we're doing on time. Let's go. Why not? Why not? Why not? All right. We're going to, this is our other site where Ed and I go to break things. I'm just going to paste in that behavioral observation that we did. Now check this out. Oh, Ed, you see how long this is? Let's see if we have that limit. Okay. I highlighted this section. While everything is highlighted, you're going to see a new button, AI Actions. It looks like that magic wand. You click that button. Then there's going to be a number of things that you can do here. Right now, there's a word limit. I'm over by 137 words? All right, so let's see. I'm just going to delete this. Let's see if that gets me under. Oops. Let's see. Boom, there we go. Boom. No, 100. All right, let's delete a little bit more. It's just a demo. We could delete that. I think that last section was pretty good though. All right, boom. All right, now there's a word limit that's there. We're still working on the word limit count, but stay with us. Now, this is going to allow you to do several things. Let's say this behavior observation, which it is pretty long. what we can do, you can just click summarize. And when you click that summarize button, I think I might have to scroll to the top. All right. And we can update this so that it's anywhere. You shouldn't have to scroll up if you saw that action. But then it gives us, look at that. And look how long this text is here. That's way too long. I know. Me and Sophia was tripping. It's the prompt. It's a good prompt, but it's a lot. Now let's say no yapping, Sophia. And then we're gonna replace. And now look at that. Oh, that is so cool. It summarized all that information into this. Now, this feature is not yet available right now. Depending on when you watch this video, it will be available. All right. So you just gotta stay tuned. All right.
So,
If you're
Byron,
watching
thinking about
this, let
like
us know.
comments.
Send us something in the chat real quick. If y'all watching this, drop something, man. Let us know what y'all think of that. What's up, Ed?
Yeah, like go to a bigger document and then make multiple edits. 'Cause remember, you can have 5 running at a time, and you'll see why they're fixed real fast.
That's right.
I thought about that initially, and then I started seeing them overlap, and then it made it really hard to understand. Like I'm talking about if you have like a full report, right, where they're scattered, and so it becomes harder to see where their actual comments if they float with you. So you'll see. You try it out.
Yeah, so Ed, he added in a feature. So let's just do this attention section, right? And let's say we're gonna click AI actions. And for this one, let's say, let's improve this section. So improve is just gonna, let's say you got some wording wrong, just not worded the right way. You can do that. But then that's running. You can run another section at the same time where we want to make this section more parent friendly. And then I can hop back up here. That's done. We're going to replace that. I read really, really fast. I scan that super, super quick. Now the parent friendly section is done. Now we're going to replace. Byron, I thought you were showing us how to build a psychological evaluation. We are. We are more than just a report writer. We are going to provide you the tools that you need at each stage of that report writing and really document whatever task that you have at different points of that. For evaluations, yeah, we're going to help you be able to write your reports, and also in post-production once the report is done, and everywhere in between. So we are more than a report writer. Okay, let's jump back over. That feature is going to be coming soon. Okay, we're going to jump back over to the report sections, and now this is going to be just super, super quick, just to show you all this. If you click this button down here, we have 51 tools. You'll be able to see our report writing tools as well. So we're going to click reports. And then we have different assessments. You can do multi-raters, you can do individual assessments and different things as well. What we're going to do, we are going to do, I'm actually going to pivot from what I was going to do, but let's do a multi-rater for now, just for kicks and giggles. I'm going to go to a score report, and I'm going to find, let's go with the, let's do the brief. All right, the multi-rater, let's do this one. I want to do this parent one. So open that, I'm gonna select this assessment, go to, nope, what am I doing? I'm tripping, brief, and then hit submit. So that's gonna take a few seconds to run. And you can see we're going back to our template. We're in our results section. I'm not gonna have any of this information for right now, right? Just for the sake of time. But once I get the information, imagine we fill this in, beautiful outputs. Right now, we're just going to jump to the social emotional section before we start to wrap this demo up for you all. All right. Right now, we're uploading the score report, but then there are other instances to where you can manually input and just type in as well. Okay, so we have this social emotional behavioral. Really, I'm going to call this, let's call this executive functioning. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And we see we have, I'm going to put the cursor there because that's where I want that information to go. We get a table of scores. If I had this was only a single rater, but if I had rating scales from multiple raters, it will still go here. And then it will give you um, columns for each one. I'm going to add that to the document right there. All right, very cool. Now, I tried doing this the other day, and there is a word limit here. But what I wanted to do was to copy this and then paste over here. Oh, I mean, that's kind of short. That fits in. And then tell Sophia, like, based off of this evaluation, give me a summary and recommendations. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and do this. Based on the above psych eval findings, give me a summary statement and 3 to 5 relevant. I spelled that wrong. Relevant. I know y'all sound stuff out too. Don't y'all laugh at me. Evidence based recommendations. In the future, what you're going to be able to do is just use natural language instead of having to copy and paste that inside the chat, which is fine. It'll do it. You'll be able to say, based on the context in the editor document, summarize this. Give me 3 to 5 recommendations. All right, let's see what it did. Let's see. Did it give me the whole evaluation back? Or maybe it just shut up. Let's see. I think I might have to scroll down. Scrolling down. All right, there we go. Now, oh, that's actually kind of cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this because it's giving us the summary statement and then evidence-based recommendations. Oh, check in, check out. I love that. All right. Nice. Okay, some regulation strategies. So I see we're getting some academic strategies, some executive functioning strategies. All right. This is pretty solid. And then because we told it to give us those recommendations, we could just delete this section here. Very cool. Very cool, y'all. And look at that. In about 30 minutes, give or take, we've built out the foundation for a really good evaluation. All right. Now, once we finish that evaluation, Nate, I got you right here. All right. Just letting my CTO know some things on the back end. That's why. Look, when I said I had to pivot, that's why. And Ed, if you could let Leslie know too. But yeah. Making sure we should have used, I can't reveal the other thing we talked about today, but we could have used some of their stuff because they'd be cool. But anyway, it's like they watching. We gotta make sure. Look, we don't want no problems. All right. So now I see we have our summary statement. If you wanted an impact statement, you could do the same thing. Some states say you must have a section where you consider the eligibility. You must have a discussion about that. Other states say you better not have that. You're not predetermining anything. Whatever your state says, if that's what you want, chat with Sophia, give that context because you have it here. Say, hey, help me create this. And then use your clinical judgment and expertise to take it the rest of the way home. Now, you have this information. You can continue editing it using all our different tools up here. If you wanted to insert tables, charts, images, you have the ability to do that as well. I'm going to click chart. If you wanted to insert a bell curve, just input your information. You can paste in the data from your scores, and it'll give you a beautiful bell curve. You can edit, you can color code until your heart is content. And then when you're ready, you can insert that bell curve. Let's see if this one does it. I didn't do anything, but yeah, boom. There you go. And then you can edit, shrink, expand, delete. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty, y'all. And just like that, psychological evaluation has been done. in post edit, I'm gonna add some like fireworks and cheers and celebrations. Ed, Leslie, talk to me. Did I miss anything?
Let's say I wanted to translate this in another language for a family.
All right. So then what you can do, and this is why I can't wait until that new feature we have comes about. I am going to copy this. Let's start small. Let's start with this executive functioning section. All right. So let's say just let's be creative. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to the chat again. Very soon, you'll have the ability to use natural language to say, "Hey, find that executive functioning section and translate that into your preferred language, whatever that is." For now, I'm going to paste this in and I'm going to say, "Sophia, you are the world's leading expert in translating psychological evaluations. Use your deep expertise and knowledge in translating English to Spanish to translate the above blurb from English to Spanish. Do not make anything up. Submit." That's how I typically prompt is any model that I'm using. I'll give it a task, I'll give it some context. I try to say, "Hey, here's how I want this returned back to me." I'm not a translation service, and translating psych eval content requires specialized expertise. I shouldn't claim to possess without verification. Assessment of specific terminology, blah, 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 blah. If this translation will impair reports or communication, it's telling you, hey, I don't know if this is an ethical thing that I can do. You need to find somebody who can do it. All right. And then this is Ed over here messing with our stuff and messing with Sophia. No, you can do this. I have faith in you. Let's see what she does. And can you talk to us? And can you talk to us why Sophia gave us this output?
I think it's hitting a guardrail, and I think it doesn't understand its audience in this immediate moment, and so maybe reminding it who the audience is and who you are will help.
I also know what else it is. It's thinking that we're asking it. Remember the earlier thing we were looking at is if you ask this question about something in a something, will it be able to give you that information? And it should not. I think it's thinking that, which is why it's saying you need to go to that manual to see that.
Could be. Could be.
But here's what I want to try. Go to tools, go to translator, and then you're going to paste your text here. Okay. And then we're going to go Spanish and then hit submit. I wanted to use the chat because you have more control over that as well. Right, Leslie. Okay. Here, Sophia was able to do it using the translator tool. Now, what we tell people, and as you can see, we are big on ethical considerations and understanding limitations. What I tell people, what our entire team tells people, if you cannot speak the language, then you shouldn't be using this tool. Number one, we understand that things come up. If you're in a bind and you have to translate something, the second thing is ensure that there is someone there who can translate for you. If there is not anyone who is there who can translate for you, and this is not ideal, but you can run this back through from Spanish into English or the language that you speak, and then see if anything gets lost as well. But of course, always follow your district's guidance and policies. But when we read through this, we see that Sophia fundamentally has the capability of translating. And what we hear from our different team members using School Psych AI across the country is Sophia is on par, if not better, than Google Translate. And we want to make sure that we're continue making sure that our tools, our translation tools, are effective and meeting your needs as well. So thanks, Leslie. Okay. As we start to wrap up this live, just some other things that we have coming soon for you all. Oh, real quick, but before we do that, now you have a beautiful psychological evaluation. You've added in hypothetically your images, you've double checked everything, you have your recommendations, everything looks good. What do I do with this beautiful evaluation now? There's several things you can do with it. If you go to the upper right-hand corner and you click more options, if you want to copy this, we have it set so you can copy to Word for Google Docs or copy as plain text. We recognize that a good bit of you might be uploading into some third-party provider, or you just want to pay somewhere else. We provide you the flexibility to do that. What if you want to export that? Well, we give you that option as well. What are my options? You can export as a Word doc, a PDF, rich text, or plain text as well. Again, we understand that some of you are uploading into this system or that platform or this third-party provider. So we want to give you all as many options as possible. You can export. I'm going to export this as a Word doc. I'm going to save that, and then you can take a look at this. There we go. Nope, that's not that. Wrong one. Come over here. There we go. All right. There's our psychological evaluation. Y'all, we did this in like start to finish, like 30 minutes. Like, come on now. And don't forget, the goal is not to write faster reports. The goal is to expand our scope of practice so that you can get back to doing work that matters. That's what I care for. That's what my team cares for. And we're here to be of service and support to you. If you're watching, drop any questions that you might have in the chat. I'll throw it to Ed or Leslie, anything that you all want to add at this juncture.
No, I'm super excited for like the future of writing reports and reducing the mental overhead.
That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. We want y'all to stay tuned. Depending on when you watch this video, we're going to have some really cool features that will be coming up shortly. Make sure that you are subscribed to the School Psych AI YouTube channel. We will be posting updates. I am going to edit this video post-production. I'm going to add in that prompting guide so that you all can go step by step and follow along. If you need help, Leslie, where can people find you? And what do you have to offer for those who might need help with prompting?
Yeah, so we have the prompt lab. If you go to schoolpsych.ai and you go to the prompting page, you're going to get the prompt guide there, more information, running the prompt lab on Mondays and Fridays. But we also have like times that you can schedule with me. So all of my schedule's available there. You just click and find a time that works for you, and we can meet and we can troubleshoot and kind of work on things together.
Excellent, excellent. We also have our weekly office hours, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday. Once again, that's 11 a.m. Central Standard Time every Wednesday. And if you just need general support, reach out to us onboarding at schoolpsych.ai. We are here to be of service to you, to help you and make sure that you can do your job effectively, because we need you to do work that matters. Until next time, take care, everyone.